So I'm glad you brought up the Shrine Bowl. I wanted to ask you on that specifically. Can you give, for my audience, can you give a breakdown of the difference between the Senior Bowl and the Shrine Bowl, and kind of explain what each of them are and what are the benefits for student athletes going to these games?
Yeah, and as far as I've understood, and now granted I don't have like 20 years of experience of going to these or anything like that, but just the leg up has typically been with the Senior Bowl. That's typically been the stronger roster, and thus the motto, the draft starts in Mobile. That's a little bit of a dig at, the Hula Bowl and the Shrine Bowl for reasons, I'm sure. But yeah, both are just great showcases. I would say the last couple years, the Shrine Bowl, I think the roster's gotten better and better. But like last year, it was filled with guys like Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, and I'm trying to think of some of the other guys who were like day 3 gems, guys that you got excited about if they were your type of prospect and they went 4th, 5th, 6th round. That's going to probably change. I'm trying to pull up their roster real quick. They have a couple of guys that wouldn't really shock me if they went somewhere on day 2. So the Shrine Bowl's taken a huge step up, and then the Senior Bowl has been kind of the even with the Shrine Bowl getting better this year, I think the Senior Bowl is still probably the banner of these senior all-star type of events.
No longer
but really,
Reese's,
man,
right? It's Panini.
Yeah, now it's the Panini
Bowl
Senior Bowl, so it's kind of a bummer, man. They had Reese's everywhere, and I am a fiend for peanut butter. Like you can't keep me away from it. So that was super convenient. Now I have to like pick up trading cards, I guess, and work with
there you go. Yeah.
Well, that's a little bit of a downgrade for me, but it's not about me. But really, these are just great showcases for one-on-ones, really. And like one of the guys you want to talk about later on in the show, like smaller school guy, or like another guy that we could talk about later on, Chris Johnson, corner from San Diego State. This is the atmosphere that you want to see. Like, okay, now let's see you go up against P4 competition. Let's see if you hold your own. But then on top of that, whether it's Shrine or Senior Bowl, it's how do you handle schedule? Can you deal with media interviews on top of team interviews, on top of team practice, and then right after that, more interviews? Getting a little bit of a use or familiarity with NFL life, what you're going to have expected of you. So I think there's a lot of advantages, both from just preparing yourself for that world, talking with media, talking with teams, but then also the one-on-ones, right? And I will say, you'll get out of these events and like the buzz is hype. Like everyone is super excited about what they just saw at the practices and everything. I will say they probably have a half-round impact in the positive direction. Like Gray Zabel is the guy I would point to last year. Probably took himself from early 2nd, late 1st to he went 18th overall. That's probably the upper end of like the boost you can get. But I will say this is an event where you can ruin your stock too. So there's a lot on the line from that standpoint. And I think about like Kobe King. This isn't really like fair, but like Kobe King was running like a speed track to like how to ruin 1st round draft status. A bad year at Penn State, bad testing numbers, and then had a rough week at the Senior Bowl. So there was a lot on the line just to avoid that type of stuff too. So there's a lot of different additional benefits. But I would say Senior Bowl slightly stronger than Shrine. Shrine is definitely up and coming and now got a little bit of the day 2 guys. But man, the Senior Bowl, I think close to half the 1st round were Senior Bowl guys last year. So I know that's kind of the aim they have set for year in and year out. Now, it is a new guy running it. Jim Nagy's the GM at OU now. So this is the first year with a new guy running it at the Senior Bowl. So I'm excited to see what little wrinkles and differences there are.